What up, dog? YouTube, I got the rights to use this music, so that way if there's no copyright issues. I have right. This music belongs to Ill Will Show Mega, my brother. I have all rights to use the music, and every now and then I'm gonna play it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna play one song. Kiss my cheeks. What's good with it? Respect to your sister. I'm gonna play this one song, and then I'm gonna get to what I gotta say. I hope my music ain't too loud. Angelo, what up, though? Hey, I am not gonna. Hey, Angelo, this for you, bruh. Oh, I ain't drinking. I ain't driving. You didn't know that this is superseding QE. With the Imperial, you walking on a better beat. We take it. I don't know how long it's been on. After this song go off, hey, I'm not gonna be talking about no I ain't gonna be talking about no sector shit. And it's gonna be a short live too. Hope everybody having a good day. Once the song go off, Kiss My Cheeks, you'll see it's gonna be some good stuff. A couple more seconds. Miss Ann. All right, hold on 1 second. We smashed through gates and y'all waiting by the fist. We pissing on the court, y'all pissing on the bitch. It's the territory thing. This is what I'm saying. Rolling through areas with a personal kick drum. You wanna come and get some? They playing my song. I'm stepping while I'm repping, got my dog sounding all. Alpha male is the straight shot caller. All I do is call it and chase that tail. They in heat and I stay cool as a breeze. Got the haters sounding puss, I smell you cats for real. This song not that long. Dog eat dog, this is dog eat all. But dollars I lock jaw to rock while I roll. Sky feel a leather off my party and jump back on. I step up in the spot, people know. I ain't gotta say shit, it just shows. Everybody coming in, hope y'all having a great day. When I bust through the door like a motherfucking big dog. I know you think your homeboys real. Yeah, Saturn got dressed up today a little bit, casual, Hey, Angelo, I hope you can hear this, bro. You be saying big dog. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, if you really want to know. What's good, everybody? Come on in and just say what up, though, to everybody. You know what I'm saying? This a place of peace. Well, every now and then. Oh, yeah. Alright, so I played the song enough. You know what I'm saying? But, I wanted to get on for a quick second. I just wanted to, say some things and, get off. I don't know who live or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, I hope everybody's having a great evening. You know what I'm saying? It's 6 o'clock Eastern. Whatever time it is where you at, I hope y'all having a good day and everything going good with y'all. The U.S. Z, I can't pronounce it, so I'm just say Z. So, I just wanted to get on for a hot second. I've been working all day, so I came outside for a break. I'm about to probably head by the water. I've been working all morning, so I just wanted to get on and say it ain't gonna be long, but I wanted to say I appreciate everybody who who been reaching out, YouTube and outside of YouTube, everybody who been reaching out to me, for artwork and getting some art projects down. And lately my art projects been obituaries. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of obituaries lately, so I'm I appreciate the business. I hate that it's that
my the things that I've been doing lately has been about some negative things, and people not being here no longer and stuff like that, and you know doing all those obituaries. I've been been really been thinking about the things that happened to me and shit. And so what I'm saying, it kind of August 22nd is one of my son's birthday that was taken away. 22nd, 23rd, something like that. Once you get to start going down the line of your kids, the age is start to blur a little bit. But I was going through a little bit of something around his birthday, and then my birthday and baby mama birthday. All the stuff was coming in at one time. And I've been actually doing good work. So I like I said, I appreciate everybody on YouTube that's been getting artwork from me. I appreciate the people that on YouTube who doing working with me, doing projects and stuff. And I just wanted to say I appreciate y'all for working with me. What I'm saying? I know, what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of stuff that been said and been done on not my behalf, but I try to be a good person to everybody and stuff like that. So, excuse me, sorry about that. But I just wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate people letting me up on the panels and talk my shit. I appreciate people listening to me. I appreciate people being cool with me. What's good with it, Big Nasty? I just want to say that I really appreciate y'all. What I'm saying, it's been a lot of stuff that's been going on for the past few years in my life, and I just been trying to get myself back together, and these art projects I've been doing, and coming to meeting new people and coming across new people has really been uh it's really been good to me. What I'm saying? So I wanted to just say, what I'm saying, I want to say I appreciate everybody, the people I talk to, the people who get work from me, and everything that what I'm saying, I appreciate all of that. What I'm saying? Like y'all, I know they say that you don't supposed to come to YouTube for healing and shit, but y'all really, what I'm saying, came, what I'm saying, y'all really came around in my life where I've been around y'all at a good time. So, what I'm saying, I just wanted to say that I appreciate y'all. What I'm saying? I appreciate all the ladies that say what I'm saying, what's up, Uncle L? Appreciate you, bro. What I'm saying? I wanted to say I appreciate all the ladies that say things to me that bring me back to being the good person I know I could be. All the brothers who tell me to just chill out, don't let this shit bother you. I appreciate all the brothers. I appreciate everybody. What I'm saying? And I just wanted to say it publicly that I appreciate y'all, and I respect y'all, and I love y'all. What I'm saying? Like, if y'all wouldn't have what I'm saying, being there to ask me questions, to talk shit to me, or talk your jokes, and whatever it is that you did that helped me. I wanted to say I appreciate y'all, and Big L, Uncle L. I can't say everybody's name that helped me, because every one of y'all helped me in a different way, and it's a bunch of y'all. What I'm saying? So I can't say everybody's name at one time, but what I'm saying, I'm just give a general, what I'm saying, thank you, and I appreciate you. What I'm saying? Because hey, you too, Miss Ann, like, look, I know we in the beef sector, but what I'm saying, I ain't trying to beef with people. What I'm saying? Like, I'm really not trying to beef with people. I'm really not trying to be that person, because I've been at for a long time. Flying low, what up, though? Kiss my cheeks, you already know I thanked you last time. Like I appreciate, like I say, like that's what I'm talking about right there. What I'm saying? Kiss my cheeks, that right there. What I'm saying? Like, it's been a long road. What I'm saying? Like, the person that I love been gone 8 years, so I've been messed up. And then it's been 3 years, and I lost two of my kids. And then I was coming on the internet and having fun, and trying to be cool, and then it went sour, and then it went right back to good once I left the people that was actually doing more harm than good. What I'm saying? So, y'all really been helping me. What I'm saying? Flying low, Miss Ann, Kiss my cheeks, Uncle L, Angelo, like all of y'all, ladies and gentlemen, y'all been helping me. So I wanted to, get online and just say I really appreciate y'all. What I'm saying? and especially with the people who doing business with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that people didn't allow the situation that happened with me that was brung to YouTube. Y'all didn't allow that to change how y'all do business with me. You know, how y'all interact with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all allow us to have our own type of rapport with each other. So, you know, I wanted to say I appreciate y'all for that, instead of being like certain people that was you know, they wanted to join in the disrespect and the hate and all this other shit. And I just wanted to say I appreciate y'all. You know, say my name, kiss my cheeks. You know, cheek. Shout out to the cheek gang. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do, Miss Kiss My Cheeks. You know, it's all respect and it's all love. You know, and that's what I, you know, that's basically what I wanted to jump on for, cause y'all make me laugh. Y'all remind me that life is not so hard, you know, cause when I get off this motherfucker, I gotta get back to what I do. So yeah, Miss Ann, I'm gonna say your name too, Miss Ann, Miss Ann. Like y'all really good people, you know what I'm saying? And I know we all have our moments where we fucked up with people and shit like that. Relationship ain't got shit to do with me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just saying I appreciate y'all. I wanted to get on here and actually say it in public, so everybody here, everybody that I'm doing, I'm, you know, people that I did artwork for. I ain't gonna bring your name up, you know. The people that I did artwork for, I appreciate you getting the artwork done. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of that, you know, because you know everything's been going in a certain way in my life, and you know, maybe things happen the way they happen for a certain reason, but whatever reason it happened for, y'all helped me out, and I just wanted to say I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, you know, some beautiful ladies. You know what I'm saying? You know, handsome gentlemen, that's strong gentlemen, that's motherfucking, you know, some real stump down stand up men. You know what I'm saying? Who understand, you know, life is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And we just gonna do what it do. So, you know. But I wanted to get up and just say that, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Not, you know, it's only 8 people in the chat, but you know, I know some other people gonna catch on to it, but let me see. Oh, you at work? Kiss my cheeks. Oh, you working? Hey, well, I'm glad that you came in to hear, you know what I'm saying, that you appreciate it. You know, if you don't feel appreciated on your job, you know what I'm saying, there's somebody that's outside of your job that's saying they appreciate you. So I hope that, you know, you can, you know, receive that you know what I'm saying, that I really appreciate you. I appreciate a lot of y'all, you know. You know, all the people that did all that crazy shit and disrespectful shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could, you know, y'all know what y'all could do. But, you know, the people that's really down and, not even necessarily just down with me, but just on some cool shit, you know what I'm saying? I respect y'all. So, you know, I wanted to say thank y'all, you know, thank you, and I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Once I finish these projects up, I'm gonna put them up. You know, I might not necessarily put up Say La, what's good with you? What's good, Say La? Yeah, hey, good sisters, you know. But I might not necessarily put up the obituaries, because I know it's kind of personal and shit, you know what I'm saying? But the artwork that's not, I'll eventually put it up and I'll show y'all that, that I've been working, you know what I'm saying? So, and I've been doing a lot of, like, like around the end of August, around September, around my birthday, I was gonna actually go live and I was gonna show some of my artwork. But the mood that I was in, I wasn't in a good mood, and it I probably would have got on there and been drunk and probably been messed up and shit. So I was like, I'm gonna wait until everything. Yeah, Miss Ann, thank you. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna say thank you to all of the people at one time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say thank you to everybody. All the brothers and all the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know that y'all really help. You know what I'm saying, with my life and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, my one thing is that what I learned in life is that, you know what I'm saying, when you have people in your life that help you, you should let them know where you stand and what you think and how you feel, because you know what I'm saying, tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. So I felt like, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow ain't promised. So if something never did happen to me and shit like that, that at least y'all know that, You know what I'm saying? That I got great love, respect, and honor for the people who good with me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I ain't gonna never go to bed mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always say what I need to say and how I feel, and I'm gonna let it be clear and direct. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say thank y'all, appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's today is the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? This the day of rest. You know what I'm saying? And I've been working all morning, so you know I figured I, you know, throw on the nice little shirt, little, you know, my hat and shit, and just go sit by the water, just go driving or whatever I decide to do. I just decide to get out the house because I've been working all day. You know, but I really do appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how much or how valuable that was to me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just long as y'all, just long as I was able to say it and say it directly to y'all, y'all understand. That's all you know, that's all that really mattered at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't came up here on no drama, no mess. I know that it's a whole bunch of mess going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so, you know, hey, all praise to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Say lie, you know what I'm saying? You one of the people that stood with me for real though. Like when stuff was going on, you was in the chat saying like, "Yo, Lou, don't trip, don't worry, you got it," and I'm cool with you. And it was like, damn, like, you know, at one time it was just, you know, I felt like everything and everybody was against me, and everything was happening at one time, back to back to back to back, and you was one of the people that was like, "Yo, like, Lou, just, you know, get your shit together, nigga." And you didn't say it that way, but you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, you did what a sister would do, you know what I'm saying? So I say like you want Just Jay. What's good with Just Jay? Appreciate you, sister. You know what I'm saying? Respect to you, you know. Hope all is well. Hope your day going good and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I know the positive shit don't get a whole bunch of views and shit, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not here for views. I'm not here for cash apps or none of that other shit. I'm just here to, you know what I'm saying, just be me and socialize. You know what I'm saying? Like I socialize, you know, I got a business, so I socialize with people in person all the time. But you know, the internet is you know, is it's another outlet to branch off to show off that I really have I have skills. I have artwork. You know, I can do shit. I can damn near draw anything. You know, I'm not specifically good at one thing, but I can do a lot of stuff. Like you know, I can restore old photos. You know, like I was saying on Sid's panel when y'all was telling me to drop down and shit. That was funny. I appreciate that. Kiss my cheeks. If you want to be part of the tribe, you more than welcome to. Anybody that's on the same type of time I'm on, you are welcome to the tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to Native Americans, I'm gonna tell you something about us indigenous. You know, yeah, I am gonna start promote my business, but you know, when it comes to Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? We have a, you know, you could be a tribe that stay 50 miles that way, and you could be a tribe that stay 50 miles that way. If we come together, you know what I'm saying, we can you know what I'm saying, we build our bonds and we do everything together. So if you wanna, you know what I'm saying, you wanna be part of the tribe, you know, it ain't no gang or no shit like that. You're gonna always have somebody who got your back, who gonna stand with you, you know what I'm saying? And hey, we gonna do what it do. So hey, if you know, shit, I'm like an unofficial member of the cheek gang, you know what I'm saying? So shit, I'm an unofficial cap, I'm an unofficial cheek, I'm an unofficial hooligan, shit, I'm an unofficial wabbit, shit. I mean, it's so many different groups. I'm an unofficial everything. Shit, I'm with y'all though, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all, hey, look, when I'm on some bullshit, y'all question me. So shit, hey, I do the same thing when it's on y'all. So shit, hey, we unofficial family, you know, so unofficial tribe. We all what it is. So you know, this is something that them other motherfuckers don't have. You know what I'm saying? Because they so busy trying to jock for position and, you know what I'm saying, get in the way of motherfuckers doing business and get in the way of people just being cool with motherfuckers. Like it's a lot of jealousy going on. And you know what I'm saying? Like I really appreciate it. Like I see, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I'm gonna tell you something. Back in the day, when I was with them motherfuckers on that side, it was like I was like, damn, them motherfuckers. them motherfuckers over there, they, you know what I'm saying, they got rejected and shit. And then after witnessing the shit that they was doing, like, yo, like shit, I'm a reject too. I'm just with these motherfuckers. Like I'm around these motherfuckers, and I couldn't have an opinion over there. I couldn't say, you know what, you know, I couldn't give my perspective. I couldn't get none of that shit. You know, I'm not for sure about Mike TV, sis. Yeah, hey, just Jay, I'm trying to tell you. Look, one thing I'm gonna tell you that I know 110% is that all of us are not from Africa. We, you know what I'm saying? We melanated people were everywhere across this world. So it didn't matter if you was in Asia, because if you really dig deep into it, you could look and find out there are melanated Asians that they don't show on TV. You know, it's an island called the Sentinel Islands in the middle of the in India in Africa, somewhere in between there. It's a bunch of African that they melanated people. They might not even be, you know, they descendants of a place, but melanated people were everywhere. Everywhere that people went, they saw melanated people. So not all of us, you know, we all do come from a certain area, but we all are everywhere. So, you know, my granddad, look, people could say that you know, my granddad was crazy or whatever, but my granddad followed all native traditions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he wore the, you know, he was the chief, so he had the the feathers and the thing. I don't even know what it's called, but he had that. Let's say, yeah, let's have a conversation on my next life. Oh, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Oh yeah, kiss my cheeks. You know, like look. The story I told about my baby mama, the shit I told about me getting blew up, the shit I talk about, everything that I've been in my life. You know, I might put a joke in there, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I don't know if you can see it. My hair, I ain't cut my hair, y'all, so don't talk shit about my hairline. Y'all can take a picture of this shit, but I had a scar. I had a scar right here. I had a scar here and all type of shit. Like where I was injured at. Like I got war wounds. You know, hey, Just Jay. Hey, look, I'm a hat man, Just Jay. I ain't earned my feather yet, because you know, like these kind of hats, you gotta get the feather. But you know what I'm saying? My dad always told me, he was like, yo, you gotta earn that feather that you put in your hat. So you know, I don't think I earned it yet, because I still got a little bit more life to learn and a little bit more to experience. So you know what I'm saying? When I get to that feather, that's when I'll be able to be like, yeah, all right, I'm one of the OGs. So you know, but you know, I don't make up my life. I don't make up shit that's been on in my life, because I know that my life experience could help somebody, you know. Oh yeah. Hey, Just Jay, like look, I am not sensitive. Like I know, like sometimes, like when y'all crack jokes and I respond, it don't be me feeling like yeah, it's a fedora for sure. Yeah. So it's not me like taking it personal. It's just like me responding, because something like I'm just getting to know y'all. So it's like when I talk, I don't know if y'all, you know, I'm starting to learn now that, you know, y'all just be joking, you know, cause think about it, I came from a sector like every time I said something, them motherfuckers was up in arms and ready to fight type shit. So I was, you know, you know, I'm getting used to it, and I you know, say you get the when you hey, look, hey, kiss my cheeks. My dad had all type of hats like this. Yeah, I got Sioux in my nature too. Say la. Seminole, Cree. I got Cree, not Creek or Creek. I got Creek. CREE. I got Cree, Seminole, Cherokee, Sioux. Those are the main tribes. You know, Sioux is like the southern states. You know. Yeah, I just happen to have hair because you know my you know they mixed us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got a video at my sister's 50th birthday when she turned 50. had a birthday, and they we did our little chant and stuff like that, so oh, just Jay, look, my people, what I'm saying, my people from on my dad's side from New Orleans, and my mom's side, they from Florida. So those how those tribes mixed, because my dad my dad people are French Creole. Well, native French and Creole. So they mix. That's why look, the French were smooth at one time. They just turned a little funny after, certain amount of time and shit, but the French, they got their way Rico Suave and their way into the dough, you know what I'm saying? Like so I got a little bit of the French, and that's where all this damn hair come from. But hey, just then, if we look, I found my nephew, you know what I'm saying? So you could be family too, like shit, this what it is. Let me see now. From Texas. Oh yeah, but look, see, a lot of people don't even know the Native Americans that was in South America by way of Africa. Them motherfuckers came up from South America and migrated upwards. The Asians came way by the Bering Strait, or by Alaska and Russia. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up meeting up, but they all came to one place eventually. No, like the Olmecs, you know what I'm saying? The Olmecs were melanated people, you know what I'm saying? Those other Native Americans were the red ones. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, and just hey, look, you still part of the tribe, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the tribe ain't got no name. All right, we ain't gonna put no name on it. We ain't got no tribe. Yeah, the Olmec, yeah. The Olmecs were actually more southern than just Mexico, because the Olmecs were all the way almost down to the tip of South America, almost the tip. Yeah, my granddad used to tell me stories about the white redhead giants that said that his grandfather used to tell him about stories about them fighting giant, like pale skin, red face giants and shit. Like that's what he was telling me stories like that they had to fight the giants and shit. Like this was before I read it in the Bible and all this other stuff. This was stories that my granddad told me. So it was just like, after reading it, like doing my research and all that other stuff, it was like, yeah, the Olmecs were black for sure. All the way. Hey, look at why you think everywhere they go, the first thing they break is this. The black them black boys breathing up all the white man's air. The first thing they tear off is the nose. The next thing is the lips. You know what I'm saying? Try to fade the color, try to change that copper red and the Indian brown to fucking, what I'm saying, peach and shit. You know what I'm saying? Try to mask who we are and shit, or our true place in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like I know a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I know a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I can only go by the stories that my granddad told me, because my granddad was, you know what I'm saying, from what I understood, he was he was full native, you know what I'm saying? And he might not have been full native, but his tradition is what he taught me. Yeah, sorry, I'll keep looking around. I'm at the park and shit, so my hearing aids going on, and I got the sound. I changed the setting on my hearing aids, so I hear noise. I just turn my head to see and shit. Yes, it gets my cheeks. I fish, and I'm not afraid to touch the bait. Cause kiss my cheeks. I heard you say you scared to touch the bait. Like, I mean, you'll be able to touch the bait that I use, because sometimes I use like raw chicken. I season up a little bit, use some raw chicken. I buy like chicken. I'll buy depends on what I'm, you know what I'm saying, depends on what I got. I'll use, like, you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, yeah. Kiss my cheeks. I was in the chat with you. You was in there with Flip. You was like, I'm scared to touch it. Like, so all you do is just throw the rod out and wheel it in, and they help you wheel it in too. So don't worry, kiss my cheeks. You go fishing with me. I'll put the bait on for you. You know, you ain't got to worry about touching the bait. But if it's some raw chicken, I'm quite sure you'll touch that. You know, because you say you cook. So yeah, but it's been like I said, it's been a wonderful day for me. Yeah, I've been and I just been working hard. You know, I've been working hard on my artwork. I've been working hard on myself. You know, I've been working hard on the relationships that I have with people. Oh yeah, well, see, you gonna touch. Hey, so you gonna touch the raw chicken then? When you use like raw chicken for bait, that's for them big fish. It depends on how, you know what I'm saying, how you prepare it, because you know, just shit, because you still, you know what I'm saying. When I bought a raw chicken, when I was fishing with let's see what they say last time. Oh, you didn't touch the worm neither. Yeah, well, you know, fishing has evolved. You know, I want to go net fishing. I want to actually net where you gotta actually use your muscle and throw the motherfucker net in there, and it flare out and shit, and then it go down and shit. But I don't know if we can do that. Well, I know we can do it, but I don't know if how successful it's gonna be. You know. Oh well, we got freshwater here in Detroit, so all freshwater fish. You know, we got like we got trout that come up here. We got shit, I forget what kind of fish we got up here. I know we got trout sometime. We get damn, what do we get up here? It's been so long since I've been fishing. You know, I know one time my cousin caught a motherfucking barracuda, and he didn't pull that. Once he saw what it was, he snapped that line. We got barracuda up here. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know for sure if it was but it had that face and them little fangs. It looked like a barracuda. I ain't know if it was one, but it looked like one. It had that long ass face and the motherfucking spike ass teeth, like that long snout. Like, yeah. Oh, same, but cousin. No, my cousin saw that shit. He's like, oh, that's a barracuda. I'm cool. Snap that line, cut it. Yeah, you know. Yeah, they are, man. Look, they got that long. They got that long nose, and then they got them sharp ass teeth. Like the bottom ones, you can see clear to the motherfucker. Like, are you scared? I don't know why y'all ladies so scared of worms or scared of just touching. Like, I mean, y'all touch the worst food. Like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all touch food with y'all hands. Like, y'all be in the kitchen like a motherfucker. Like, it's basically the same thing. You just prepping it. You just prepping that to get the food that you gonna prep to cook. So it's the same thing, you know. Yeah. You don't touch the food. Oh, so you use gloves on everything. Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that, because certain things you know what I'm saying, I don't touch, you know, with my bare hands. So I wear gloves on certain stuff too, but you know, I always keep like stuff, hand sanitizer, you know, baby wipes, you know, I always got like I got baby wipes in my car. I check my oil, touch the gas. If I touch anything, you know what I'm saying, I always sanitize my hands, keep my hands clean. You know, because I touch art supplies. So, you know, the only time I don't wash my hands is when I'm really like, oh, Letitia, respect to you, sister. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're having a great evening. You know, like, when I touch my art supplies, like, you know, I touch a lot of lead and shit, and because of the pencils, you know, and I try not to get those heavy leaded pencils, and my colored pencils are You know, it's been a long time since I used my color pencils because you know, the computer came out. So, and I need to actually get back into using, like, I use like the Prismacolors. You know, I don't like those new paint markers that they got. Like, they got some paint markers that they just like paint brushes, but you know what I'm saying? It's like $5 for like 10 of them, or $5 for, no matter. Let me take that back. The last time I went to the art store, those paint pens that they have, them motherfuckers is like, it's like, I think it's like $6 for like 2 or 3 of them and shit. Like, yo, I got a Prismacolor set that I can make all of them damn colors. I already paid like 150 for it, so I can just, you know what I'm saying? Say, yo, oh, you say you'll cook, just don't want to. Oh, yeah. Hey, I'll catch a fish and bash him on the head and shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be. Well, he might move a little bit afterwards. You know, he'll still be dead, but he might move a little bit. So you might have to deal with a little jumping stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, my granddad taught me how to do all that stuff. You know, I could, you know, give me the right ingredients out in nature. I could start a fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm gonna be useful when the power go off. You know, when the power cut off, when they decide they want to do some crazy shit, I'm gonna be prepared. Yeah, the good the you yeah, I'm gonna tell you something, Kiss My Cheeks. If you really want the quality art supplies, you got to spend money. You know what I'm saying? And you can't, you know, you can't be cheap. You gotta actually pay. You know what I'm saying? You pay for the quality stuff. Oh yeah, hey, one thing I'm gonna say, Kiss My Cheeks, I love to see different artists work. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their own perception of how they see things. So they might, you know, I'll draw a picture, like, we could be sitting side by side and we could look at one thing and we both gonna draw something different. You know what I'm saying? It's like I didn't see that. And then they'll say I ain't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to like art, it's never like jealousy. You know, it's never no jealous. Like it's no room for jealousy or to hate on somebody else's artwork, because we all see something different. Like, you know, like he's sitting right next to me, so what we looking at, he has a different perspective of it, or he has a different perspective of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting right here and I'm looking straight, and that person is sitting next to me and they looking straight. So they see, you know, we see something different. You know, you know, I when I had got out, because I went to the Detroit School of Performing Arts. You know, so I went to, you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to name, well, I am trying to name drop. I went to school with Aaliyah. I went to school with Mercedes from No Limit. I went to school with Delicious, that was on Flavor Flav. I went to school with her. I went to school with a lot of people that was in the industry. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were classmates. So I know these, you know what I'm saying? I know these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know these, like Aaliyah and my baby mama was best friends and shit, you know. And you know, it was unfortunate what happened to the young lady, but you know, I knew her too. You know, so I do golf. I do Kiss My Cheeks. I do gothic art sometime. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, if you was friends on, you know what I'm saying, if you was friends with me on Facebook, you will see that I actually I do a variety of art because I have a variety of clients. Yeah, hey, just Jay, Mercedes went to my school before she went to No Limit. Shit, I met R. Kelly. You know, unfortunately, you know, my classmates got some stories. You know what I'm saying? I know the stories, but I ain't telling them, cause that's for them to tell. Them not my stories to tell. You know what I'm saying? I say we college friends. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell their story. That's their story to tell. If they want to come out and tell their stories, you know what I'm saying. I only tell the stories that that was dealing with me. I don't tell other business like that. Like, you know, but there's some stories to tell. You know, but you know, they don't want to tell when I'm not gonna tell. You know, don't ask, don't tell. And if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you to ask them. You know, that motherfucker came up to my school. Shit. Oh yeah, hey, Kiss My Cheek. That's good that you got your artist friend. Like, a lot of people be thinking that people that's artists, you know, like, come on, think about it. Like Michael Jackson, Prince, like, you know, D'Angelo. You know, I just named D'Angelo because he, you know, just breached the pad because it's the star shit. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of these artists are eccentric. You know, they see life in a different way and they able to present it to the world in a different way. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of artists that's copycats. You know, we say you won't tell my secrets. Now that's funny. You know, like, my thing is, it's just like artists see things in a different way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and having artistry is a gift. You know, like people have gifts. You know, everybody had their own little gift and stuff like that. So, you know, it's like, you know, it's always gonna be the art guy weird. That guy who draw, he like, look, I got fucking this is my grandma bracelets right here. My grandma was important to me, so you know what I'm saying, I wear bracelets. This been in my family for 7 generations, you know, before 7 generations, so that would be late 1700s. This been in my family since like the 1700s. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, the chain haven't, but this specifically, like, you know, like you know, shit. I mean, come on, look at Prince. The nigga Prince wore motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Prince wore motherfucking high heels and booty chaps, but he wasn't gay. You know what I'm saying? He was just an artist. I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna just say that he didn't come off or present himself as a homosexual dude. I'll say that. You know, he was, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't even mean weird, because, you know, if somebody said, somebody, look, hey, just Jay, now look, it's some things on here that I only know what this, I know what this one mean, I know what this one mean, and I know what this one mean. I think I know what this one mean too. You know, the praise, the resurrection, and the fire must mean God or the God. I don't know what the rest of these mean, but I know what these two mean. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, this real shit, this was crafted by somebody, and this real silver. I could take a shower with this shit on. This I done been taking showers with this shit on. It don't tarnish. You know what I'm saying? Never tarnish. You know, I like copper, silver. You know what I'm saying? Real silver. You know what I'm saying? Real silver is real silver. You know, like, these is silver. I'll take a shower with these on too. My grandma. The funny thing, my grandma was like she was heavy into the church. You know what I'm saying? And she was you know, she let go a lot of our traditions because of the church, because the church, I guess the church was her outlet to no, sometimes I'll take a, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I just be like, take my clothes off and I just jump in the shower and the shit still be on. So that's how I know this like the real shit. Like, you know, but my grandma allowed the church to change a lot of her traditions, that the family traditions, that, so, you know, it kind of like, you know, it changed the trajectory of our family. But my mom's side of the family let go of the native traditions and the native things that we were doing, you know, as far as cultivating the soil, growing stuff, you know, building our tribes and stuff like that. And she became, you know, until she grew up into the era that she was. But my dad people, they still held on to it. So, you know, they were still setting fires and dancing around them motherfuckers and doing all type of shit. Like, look, if you watch that video, one of my first videos, that they not even in my lives, but in one of my videos, you know, I saved my sister 50th birthday, and we was in that motherfucker doing. If you watch that video, we doing all that shit. I went to the front of the house because they was in the backyard, had the bonfire. You know, I'm the fire starter, so I'm the one who, you know what I'm saying, make the fire burn and stuff like that. So, you know, I got the fire starting and everything, and then they sang happy birthday to her, but they was going crazy. So I went in the front, you know, because, you know, all my well, not all of them, but I say about 20 or 30 of my nieces and nephews was there. That's like a quarter of them. And I went in front of the house. The neighbors turned their porch on and came out and shit, and it was just crazy. Like the whole block turned they fucking porch lights on while we singing happy birthday. You know, and they in the motherfucking backyard, yeah, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Right after the video, I went in front of the house and shit, and the neighbors was outside, like they was scared. Like I guess we was like Al Qaeda or some shit, or some kind of, you know, I guess Muslim group or whatever. I don't know what they thought. I just know that they was nervous and everybody came outside and turned their fucking lights on and shit. And that shit was kind of funny. Like, they're like, where everybody came outside, like, you know, plus we was out in the other folks' hood. So, you know. But yeah, you know, like, look, I am my father's son. So I'm you know, a lot of things that a lot of ways that he was, I am. You know, my dad, a lot of ways, my granddad, I am. You know, the things that I learned from my mom's side, you know, parking my driveway. When they used to park in your driveway. Look, my neighbors think I'm crazy, so they ask permission to do anything on my property. Like, it's okay if we park in the front of your house. Like, yeah, someone like my black neighbors, they be like, fuck it, but you know what I'm saying? Because my wife parked in front of the house. So, you know, but them Arabs, they ask everything. Like, you all right? You okay? They see me on the porch sharpening my knives and shit, and cleaning my guns and shit. They're like, you all right? They're like, hey, how you doing? How you doing, neighbor? You know, like, they extra friendly, you know what I'm saying? But they know, like, hey, you know, like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, my Arab neighbors, they actually cool people, and they don't have no, you know, they actually cool people. Like, I know a little bit of Islam. When I went to the military, you know, you had an opportunity to go for your faith to church on a Sunday. You could go for your faith, or you could go for once you got into basic training, and you could go to whatever church. So I was like, shit, I wanna, if I'm gonna go to war and shit, I wanna know what Islam is. So I went to the Islam class so I could learn my enemy. So, you know, during the classes of Islam, I learned certain things about Islam, and then I learned some things like yo, a lot of these Muslims ain't Muslim. A lot of these Christians ain't Christian. A lot of these people that proclaim to be these high, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I read the Quran. I have a Quran at the house. I read the Quran. I've read the book of Enoch. I've read the book. I've read pieces of the book of Jubilee. I've read I read parts of the book of Adam and Eve. Like, I read a lot of the books that were left out, you know, because I wanted to know why were these books left out of the Bible. And it was like, I see why. Because what they did was they took out the books that would contradict would contradict what they were trying to promote. And that's what I discovered during my reading, you know, during my studies, you know, like, you know, come to find out you ain't gotta let me see, what did you find when you read those? What I found out is that you know, the way that they portray portray the God that we're supposed to follow, the only way that you could get to God is through self. You can't get to God through no other way. And the only way, because the first person you have to fight is yourself. And that's you know, the way that they promote it is like you gotta pray out, you gotta pray to another God to find your way, and you gotta do this, and then everything is outside of you. But the only way that you can find the true path of truth is through yourself, but it has to be through self-discovery. And you have to, what I'm saying, like these people are not telling the truth about a lot of the things that's going on, you know what I'm saying? And you have to discover, you have to find yourself, not discover, you have to find yourself. It's a lot of these words that we use that confuse a lot of the things. Like this means not, you know what I'm saying? So like some of the words like discover, like you can't not uncover, like if the word is cover or uncover, you know what I'm saying, or reveal. Like I'm starting to try to adapt from not saying these words that confuse us, because that's why we are so not on the same frequency when it comes to explaining things. That's why so many people get mad and get in their feelings when you try to explain stuff to them, because you could say one thing but it means something else somewhere else. So these words that we using are not really our language. That's why we have a disconnect from each other. And think about it like this. If nobody had to pray to an outside force to get things done that they wanted done in their life, and they focus more on trying to find themselves, we could get more things done instead of waiting for an outside force to do it. And that's what they've been promoting through these religions, is that you have to go to an outside force to find God. You don't need a mediator to find this God, because the God is in you. And a lot of these people don't comprehend that, because they're so busy trying to, like the church not supposed to help you. They supposed to keep you coming in and shit. Like, self-discovery is the greatest power ever. Yeah, I'm quite sure. Yeah. And just Jay, the crazy thing is, it's just a simple word. One word could turn a whole conversation into an argument. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, like, well, I didn't mean it that way. That's why I was like, when I talk, I try to explain things the best way that I can. And sometimes it might seem like I'm not trying to say it, but it's like, yo, I'm trying to say it not in an offensive way, so people don't get offended. Because I mean, if you notice, shit, when I talk, motherfuckers get mad. They be like, oh, you against me, you this and you that. Like, yo, I just said I'm trying, I'm trying to be polite and help you. And motherfuckers want to turn that shit into something else. Like, well, fuck what you talking about then. If you ain't willing to listen, one thing one thing that I learned about when you discover yourself is that regardless to what anybody else think or how they move or whatever they got going on, if you know who you are, nothing else matters. And you could listen to other people without getting upset and oh, excuse me, calling them calling them names and disrespecting them. Like, you don't have to do that, because you know who you are. Like you don't have to go outside of yourself to be around other people. Like, you just, you know. Yeah. Like, you said this. Like, no, I didn't say this. Let me explain myself. And see, I'm one of those dudes that, I'm a communicator. I mean, as you could tell, I said it's gonna be a short live. We've been on for 53 minutes. I just jumped on this motherfucker to say thank you. And I appreciate y'all. But we on this motherfucker 50 some minutes, about to be an hour. Like, I'm a communicator. I like to communicate with people, because communication is what we used to have. That the Great Pyramids wasn't built by slaves. You know what I'm saying? These great empires that we had wasn't built by slaves. They were built by people who came together for a common goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people said, I want to build something great. Of course, it was somebody who led the way. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody who's going to lead the way, but it's like I'm an architect. Somebody else is a builder. So if I can draw the shit out and I can say, builder, can you build this? You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, I could build that. You know what I'm saying? And then there's other people who know how to utilize the material and how to create certain materials to make what I want to build work and shit. Like it, we all play a part in building. You know, everybody got their own specific job. Everybody got their own specific place. So communication is how we build. But you know, people have turned communication into something so personal that when you say something, is you get offended. You know what I'm saying? You feel disrespected because the motherfuckers, you know. Like, and if you're just honest and genuine, you can get shit done. You know, just Jay, look, just Jay, I know how to do a lot of shit. Like, my granddad told me that if you can't hunt your own food, you can't feed your family. If you can't build a house or a shelter, if you can't build shelter, you can't shelter your family. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to build. I know how to read blueprints. I know how to draw shit out. I know how, you know what I'm saying? I know how weight works. You know, I might not know plumbing. I might not know electricity, but I could build a frame. You know what I'm saying? I know how to build a fire. I know how to cook food. I know how to hunt. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But worms still be. That's why I said that. Look, just get you some raw chicken. If you scared of the worm, just Jay, just get you some motherfucking chicken. You know, some raw chicken. You know what I'm saying? Put like some little season on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Put it on a hook and throw it out there. See what you catch. You know. You know, you don't necessarily have to use chicken. You can use another kind of meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, just use something that's available and you know, you good to go. You know, shit. You know, my granddad told me, shit, if the horse drink the water, you could drink it too. You know what I'm saying? But you're still gonna have to boil it. You're still gonna have to clean it. But if the birds eat it and the horse drink it, you might be able to get away with it. But you're still gonna have to, you know, maintain it or do it. You know what I'm saying? Lester, what up, though? What's good with it, bro? I know. Look, bro, hey, I appreciate you, Lester. You know what I'm saying? For being a solid dude with me, bro. Appreciate you. I respect you and I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, look, I know some other people that's live right now and all this other shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I just be getting on this motherfucker just to talk shit and say what I gotta say. Like, you know, maybe one day I might put my cash up on this motherfucker, but right now, shit, I appreciate the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, people actually doing, you know, looking out for business. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, Lou, I need some artwork from you, bro. Like, I need to holler at you, you know? Oh, hey, just Jay, we used to hook that motherfucker all the way around. Oh, well, yeah. Hey, well, I ain't talking about that shit. I'm talking about, hey, look, I'm talking about loving the family and building the tribe, Lester. I ain't talking about family business, bro. And I'm gonna say this, you know what I'm saying? I think that talking that family shit is despicable, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would never disparage or disrespect my cousin for no motherfucking strangers. Like, I'm not. I don't know. Just Jay, did you say that? Who said that? Who? It was somebody on somebody panel. This was yesterday. They said that they wouldn't do the shit in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Just for content. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that shit is despicable. Motherfuckers is talking about they family business and shit like that. Like, I don't know them people. You know what I'm saying? And quite as kept, I don't give a fuck about them people. Like, yo, it ain't my business what the fuck y'all do behind the scenes or what y'all doing, but I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't mean shit to me. I don't, nah, fuck that family drama shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's making the whole family look fucked up. Just the people who talking about it. Oh, that's, if y'all hear something in the background, that's the, what time is it? Oh, it's almost 7 o'clock. It's 6:30. This the hour where the Muslims it's where the Muslims do they prayers and stuff. You know, I stay around a bunch of Arabs, so they in the background. Is it too loud? Because if it's too loud, I'll roll my window up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be disrespectful to the people that I'm talking to and shit. You know. Can y'all hear that? You hear him singing? Shit, they be up. They be up in the motherfucking morning. It be like 6 in the morning sometimes. 7. I don't remember what time it is, but they be up in the morning because see they got a mosque around the corner, and they got like a microphone. So the microphone is so loud that they could hear it in their house, so they could actually pray from their house and hear the music. Like, oh, you don't hear it, Lester? Okay. Yeah. No, I was just wondering, did you hear them? Because I know y'all can hear me. My hearing aids, I did change my, you know, like, yeah, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, like, I just wish people would have the common decency, oh, you hear it? Yeah, hey. Hey, Lester, look, I stay around a bunch of Arabs, so, you know what I'm saying, they be on they be on they stuff, you know what I'm saying. Oh, but it been an hour. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to take up too much of y'all time. I just, like I said, I got up here to actually talk about something positive, and I think I stayed on the topic this time. I didn't veer off and get into some fuck shit. I think I did a good job today. So when it comes time to, I say, well, okay, we listening to you. I appreciate that, Just Jay. That's what I'm talking about. Like, look. You know, I try to be peaceful and honest and genuine with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it feel like to be lied to. I know what it feel like to be, you know what I'm saying, fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I know what it feel like. So I try not to make other people, you know, go feel what I feel and go through what I go through. Because I've been through some shit. So, you know, I try to, you know, I try to give people what I want. You know what I'm saying? You treat people how you want to be treated. And I try to treat everybody with respect, you know, until they give me reason not to, you know. But yeah, you know, hey, like I said, I hope everybody having a motherfucking great evening. It's Saturday. It's the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Jewish. You know, I'm not Jewish. You know what I'm saying? That like, oh, let me say one thing, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. The word Jew that these people be saying, the original word was jewel. All right, we're gonna say jewel because that's what it originally was. The jewel, the 12 jewels. The 12 jewels were the jewels of the tribes. That's what the 12 jewels were. They were not Jews, and they didn't understand the interpretation of it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, Lester. That's what's up, man. Hey, stay safe on the road, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hope that, you know, a couple people call me boring and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I ain't boring you, bro. But you know, the 12 jewels, and Lester, you should be familiar with what I'm talking about. So we are not Jews, okay? We're not Jewish. We are the jewels. And that was the misinterpretation. And that's why when people say they're Jewish, you know, it's the key word is ish. Ish means something like. You know what I'm saying? Ish means something. It means it's not of. It's something like. You know what I'm saying? So when you see in certain books, they say the Jews. No, jewels. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody say something like it's the 12 jewels. You know what I'm saying? So Come on, Lester. You know what I'm talking about. You know, so people need to put this thing aside. You know what I'm saying? Like we are the 12 jewels. You know what I'm saying? Whichever 12 jewel we are, and you can look up your jewel because my jewel is the Amit. No, I take that. The Amistith. I can't pronounce it right, but that's the one I relate to. But I'm not the Amistith. You know, I'm something else. You know what I'm saying? And we are the jewels. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, a lot of people be saying, "Oh, the Jews," yeah, they could be Jews all they want to, but we are the Jews. My bad, Lester. Hey, look, I'm old, bro. When it come to that Paul shit, bro, I'm like, yo, what did I say first? Kind of, it's kind of like racist. You can't be racist because we're not winning the race. Oh yeah, hey, we have no power. Only the people of power can only the people of power can hold the power of racism. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no power because, you know what I'm saying, when they took us into captivity, when they took our people into captivity, they killed the elders. Once they took the elders, they took away the tradition, and it only take 2 or 3 generations to erase tradition. You know what I'm saying? That's why they wanted the young bucks. They wanted the strong men. You know what I'm saying? The old ones, they like, yo, y'all hold too much power. So they had to, you know, they killed the elders. So all of our history was taken away, shit, in 2 or 3 generations. They didn't keep the old ones. They killed the old ones and let the young, and they scared the young ones with violence and fear. You know what I'm saying? And they took them over, and the young ones didn't have the elders to tell them to fight back. You know what I'm saying? Let's appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They slavery only worked because they killed the elders, because the elders would have told them to fight. And they took the elders out, and all they had was kids. I mean, the 21 was like, shit, 21, 25. You know, as long as you was young, they kept you. And the old ones, they got rid of. You know, so they took away the strength, they took away the tradition, they took away everything that we had that made us who we were. And they took away the elders, because the elders were the ones who kept the traditions, they kept the secrets, they kept the recipes, they kept everything that we had. And in 2 or 3 generations, they wiped out a whole entire history of a people, because it wasn't nothing but kids left. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't see. A lot of people think that I be just talking shit. Like, I know a little bit. You know, I'm still a baby in knowledge, but I know some things. And Letitia, that right there, forced assimilation. That's how it worked. That's how they made it work, and that's why they fear was that's why it's a lot of fear going on, because we've been through so much, and now that everything is coming out, you know, all the information is coming out, and the past and the history and the story of shit is coming out now. They fear it now, because they like, oh, they gonna do the same thing we did to them, and that's not in our nature. Some of us maybe, you know, like some of us might, you know, want revenge. You know, some of us want to fight back, and some of us want to do the same thing to them, but that's not in our nature. Is it raining? Oh shit, it's raining. I done brought the rain. Yeah, hey, all of their traditions, every holiday, the holy days, as they call them, the holidays, all of those days don't belong to us. You know, and a crazy thing, and another thing I want to talk about or say is that once we start realizing that we can do things on our own, and we can do it in the right way, and we don't need them no more, that's when they gonna try to do all the crazy shit. Whole lot of days. Yeah, you right. You definitely right, Letitia. You know, once we become self-sufficient and can provide our own stuff, they're gonna be lost. You know what I'm saying? We see what happened to that city that they tried to build it. Remember, I don't know if y'all know, but they tried to build an all, you know what I'm saying, all white city. We gonna have our own shit. We gonna be self-sustaining. We ain't gonna need black people for that. We don't want no white. We don't want black people. We don't want Jews. We don't want gays. We don't want this. We don't want that. And they did all of that, and it failed within a couple months. Oh yeah, they bored as fuck. Yeah, you already know. You know, like, see, hey, Letitia and Lester, these are the conversations that I like to have because I could speak on them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm speaking from a place of the things that I know. So I can only speak of what I know. So if you know something that I don't know, I'm not going to say like, yo, I'm not listening to you, because I'm gonna listen to what you got to say because you have information that I don't. You know, and so we all, you know, we all have something to offer to the table. You know. Oh shit, Letitia, you trying? Letitia, they gonna be there with, hey, look, you know how they did Frankenstein? They gonna come with pitchforks and torches, and they can't have no guns over there, so they gonna come with they gonna come with all that poor shit, and they gonna try. Hey, that's funny. they gonna try to hunt us down like Frankenstein. Oh shit. Bro, it's crazy that now that all of the truth is coming out, and they're starting to say, oh shit, like we gotta tell them that shit, they the original people. We can't hide it no more. Like every time we dig up an ancient site, we see their face. No matter where in the world, wherever they go in the world, they discover some old ancient shit. You see us. You can't hide it. Them mountains that's in the motherfucking in them places that's flat ground. At the top of them motherfucker, them the giant trees that they was talking about in a lot of these books and shit. You know what I'm saying? They can't hide it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, look, hey Letitia. The earth is just like our body. Whenever we have a disease or a virus, what do our body do? Our body naturally gets hot to burn away the disease or the unease. It automatically burns, get hot and sweat it out. So the world, think about it: volcanoes, earthquakes, wild ass weather, extreme weather in different places, snow in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about real life events. Like, all of this shit is happening. Yeah, giant tree. I'm talking about giant trees. They can't. Let me see. They can't reverse that negative. Oh yeah, the birth rate. Yeah, they can't. Cause think about it. Look, they don't even want their own kind. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be racist or nothing like that, but they don't even want each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hate then grown so much that they hate each other, and it's slowly wiping them the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hate so much that you hate your own people, and you wipe it. You're actually hurting yourself. Yeah, they can't reverse it, because one thing I learned doing reading. Now I don't know how correct I am, but too many recessive genes throughout the bloodline, they're not gonna produce no more. You gotta add something to it to sustain it. That's why they trying to negotiate with the man to try to and the woman to try to continue. They're trying to delay the inevitable. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my granddad told me it's forbidden. I never been, I don't have a problem with with other people, but my granddad told me it was forbidden to go outside. You know what I'm saying? It was forbidden. I've never been outside, and that's not to say that I'm prejudiced or nothing like that. I just believe that what I'm saying, like, legacy, bloodline is valuable. It's the most valuable thing that we have, especially now because everything was taken away from us. So legacy and our heritage is most valuable. You know, that's why they're trying to separate it. That's why they're trying to take away history. That's why they're trying to take away the things that are valuable to us. You know. Yeah, you know, and Letitia, hey, I definitely respect that. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is like I all you know, you know, the spectrum, red, orange. It's this thing in the art world. It's called Roy G. Biv. Everything in Roy G. Biv we can see from red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, violet. Roy G. Biv. These are the colors of the spectrum. And these are the only things that we can see, but it's outside of the Roy G. Biv is you know, your extra senses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know. Hey, let's try with you on that. Dark, well done. Hey. Nah, that's funny. Oh shit. My bad, teacher. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what you're saying because that's funny. Like my sister said that way too. You know, it's just just the dynamic of everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like I thought I was under the impression that I was under the impression that this, you know, I didn't think that this was the beef sector when it all first started. I didn't think this was the beef sector. I thought this was a building and trying to build something. And then it turned out to be the beef sector. And it's like, yo, like I thought we was trying to network and build and do some shit together. You know what I'm saying? And now we beefing with each other. Like, y'all motherfuckers is crazy. I had a teacher that was funny as fuck, though. I ain't gonna lie. That was funny. And it's just like, like, how did this become the beef sector? And I know that but it just, like I said, it just turned out to be the beef sector. And I was just like, yo, like, this ain't what we was supposed to be doing. And I was still around because I was trying to, network. But now that I look at it, it's like all them motherfuckers, like, granted, I got a record, I got gun charge. You know what I'm saying? Like I play with guns, I got a gun charge. But you're not gonna see no sexual shit. You're not gonna see no violence against women or children. You're not gonna see no like some thievery, or you're not gonna see no crime against my brother. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see no shit like that. Or my sister. You're not gonna see that. But it's like a lot of them motherfuckers got that shit. Them motherfuckers got for real charges, like, and they protecting them motherfuckers. Like, oh, this motherfucker cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all hear about this motherfucker, like, yeah, like if a sex offender was in my motherfucking neighborhood, like, that motherfucker bet not be outside by my kids or by any of the kids. When I say my kids, I mean the neighborhood kids, like, cause if y'all been on my live, y'all know how the fuck I am with the kids. Like, them my kids, regardless if they my blood or not. You ain't gonna see me. You know what I'm saying? I don't support that shit. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I can't support no motherfucking dude that did some horrible shit like that. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And one time I was, but I'm willing to admit that I once I found out the real shit, I let the shit go. Like, no, I can't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Until yeah, my thing is that and I'm gonna be honest. If you're a celebrity or you're famous, because I don't like that word celebrity, because I don't celebrate shit. But that if you're famous and you got a lot of influence and a lot of pull, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of pull and influence, you're not supposed to be messing with the people that you know what I'm saying, that's not famous like you. You're supposed to be engaging with famous people. Hey, Lester. And Lester, and my thing is, bro, I would never judge you. You know what I'm saying? I like, look, it's okay to judge people, but when they start doing shit like sexual shit and shit like that, like that's when the shit get different. You know what I'm saying? But if you know, hey, I don't give a fuck about no drug charge like shit. Motherfuckers, look, motherfuckers sold drugs to feed their family. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like destroying the community. I ain't with that shit. But hey, look, you know what I'm saying? You're not a bad person. I don't see you disrespecting women. I don't see you doing no fucked up shit to no kids. You know what I'm saying? Like we are the protectors. You know what I'm saying? Like some of us are the providers. Some of us are, well, most of us are protectors. Some of us are providers. You know what I'm saying? And I can't speak for the rest of them. But when you have a motherfucking job, you do the job the best way that you think you should do the job. And there's no perfect way. Like I said, it ain't no perfect manual for parenting. It ain't no perfect manual for life. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, everybody's life is different. Every path is different. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell you, you know what I'm saying, how to live your life, because, you know what I'm saying, the way I live my life might not be suitable for you. So I can't say, oh, you should do this or you should do that. No, I'm gonna just listen to your story, and I might say, oh, you might need to do this and shit, but it's only because it's coming from a good place. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when I was going through some fucked up shit, y'all said some shit to me, and y'all didn't have no knowledge of my life or none of that shit. But the information that y'all gave me helped me. So like, I can't, hey, Lester, and I ain't gonna judge you, bro. Like, shit, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you got drug charge or whatever the fuck charge you got, long as it ain't against no kids or no goddamn woman, you know what I'm saying, no domestic violence shit. Bro, you good with me, bro. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I got a gun charge. Like, shit. I shoot shit. Like, I'm surprised that I didn't even go on YouTube in one of my videos when I'm in my backyard shooting shit. I'm surprised I didn't shoot. I'm surprised, but I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to judge you, bro. I'm just here to be cool and do what the fuck I do, bro. Like, all that extra shit ain't my business. It ain't my place or my position to motherfucking do that to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm about respect. You know what I'm saying? And part of respect is allowing you to be the man that you grew up to be, or that you came to being, and whatever it is. That's you don't treat me fucked up or disrespectful, so I ain't gonna do it to you. As simple as that. Now the motherfuckers I disrespected, they earned that shit, because I don't just initially, like I say, I'm not a initiator. I'm a closer. I close the shit off. Yeah, Lester cool. You know what I'm saying? I crack my jokes on Lester when it first happened and shit, but I ain't never disrespect him now. Like, I ain't never just like, Lester a bitch, or Lester did. I never did that, bro. Like, I don't join in no hate shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? For me, yeah. Yeah, I never had to take no picture. You goddamn right. You know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I love to keep I don't know if y'all remember. I was on the live one time, and the motherfucking kid was going crazy and shit. I'm like, yo, you need to chill the fuck out. I was going a little crazy on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he know that I love him. You know what I'm saying? So it's not no, and his mama know that I love him. She might be be a thing and a two, but she know that I love him, and I would never do nothing to hurt no babies or no women. I try not to hurt women, but like, sometimes some of these, right, Colin. Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, when I get mad, I do say the word, though. I ain't gonna lie. When I get mad, I say the word. But it's earned though. It's not like I'm initiating calling a woman out of her name like that. I don't just do that, bro. Like you know, like hey, that's funny, Lester. Yeah, like you know, and Arabia got mad at me yesterday. Called me all type of disrespectful names and all type of crazy shit. And all I said to her was like, it sounds like you got a cold. Maybe you should try some garlic to, what I'm saying, heal you up. Yeah, hey, for sure, Letitia. Yeah. Hey, you know how I am. I get on them all the time. Like, yo, you don't need to be doing it. That's not what men do. Like, quit crying, quit screaming, quit doing all that shit. But yeah, Arabia got mad at me, and all I did was I said something I really was trying to help her ass, and she wanted to snap the fuck off on me. So I did say, fuck you, lady. I did say it, and but she was being disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, Russell, no, look, man. Look, I said I wasn't gonna talk about dude, but Russell is happy that I made peace with him. I'll just say that. He's happy I made peace. And I was the one who made peace. You know what I'm saying? The shit that came out of his motherfucking mouth, it should have been consequences. But I let it go. You know. I let it go. No, hey, Lester, it's some more people too. It's two more people. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no problem with nobody. I ain't got no problem with nobody else. But it's three motherfuckers that I clear the air for. But I'm not on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. He glad I made peace with him, And then when I made peace with him, he was talking shit to Sis, and Sis went at his ass. Letitia, I don't have no problems with Arabia. I just said, what I said was, I was like, yo, you sound like you got a cold. Maybe you should chew some garlic, because garlic is one of the things that help build your immune system. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like, that's why. Yeah, and I was just like, yo, like, Arabia, you sound like you got a cold. Maybe you should chew some garlic. And she like, you trying to say what I sound like, and you trying to say this, and you trying to say that. Like, yo, like, all I said was you might need some garlic because you got a cold and shit. And she went out to calling me a nerd, a dweeb, and weird, all this other crazy shit. I'm like, look, lady, I ain't got no issue with you. Like, who? And she talking about judging her and all this other shit. I'm like, judging you? Like, what? Like, why do you think I'm judging you? Like, yo, I don't care about your sexual. I don't care about none of that shit that you got going on. I was just trying to tell you something that was motherfucking could help you and shit. And she wanted to go off. So after a while, I just said, fuck you, lady. And then I unsubscribed and then left her motherfucking shit. Like, I don't have that, you say, was that on the? No, it wasn't on the. She went live in the morning. Letitia, this what happened. She went live in the morning. I was working, and I saw her live. So I went on her chat and I said, "Respect Arabia." I mean, you could look at this shit if she ain't took it down. I said, I was like, respect to you, Arabia. She said hi to me at first, and everything was good. But then as soon as I said, you should try to get some, you sound like you got a cold. Maybe you should get some garlic and it help build your immune system. And she automatically went into, you trying to judge me or trying to tell me what the fuck it is and blah, blah, blah. You talking shit to me, nigga. If you don't like me, don't come here and all. I mean, she was just going crazy. I'm like, yo, like, I'm trying to help you. And she like, nigga, you ain't trying to help me. You over here judging me and blah, blah, blah. Like, all right, who the fuck is judging you, lady? Like, ain't nobody judging you. And then she kept on disrespecting me. So basically I said, fuck you, lady, and left. And if she mad about that shit, oh fucking well. Like, you keep disrespecting me, this what the fuck you gonna get? Like, look. She lucky I don't remember that word right now, because I sure would use it right now, because I took a lesson. Let's say, let me see. Okay, because you're on Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I'm on Eastern Standard Time. So she on the same time as me. So it was early in the morning. So I was just finishing uh uh like some artwork that I was doing. So it was just like, damn, lady, why you mad at me and shit? And she was calling me weird and saying all this crazy shit about me and like you. That's why women don't like you and women hate you. Like, yo, like what the fuck? Like, hey Lester, one thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna do that for the first couple times, but once you keep going, I'm gonna say fuck you. And I'm gonna leave you the fuck alone. I don't I'm not doing that shit. Like and it's like if I keep giving you respect and you keep disrespecting me, you don't mean me no respect. So I'm not gonna respect you. So hey, I'm still gonna respect her and I'm not gonna talk shit about her. But you know what I'm saying? She need to realize that, you know what I'm saying, everybody not against her ass and I'm not against her. You know? Yeah, like and I still respect her, you know what I'm saying? But fuck what she talking about. Like, hey, lady, I ain't did nothing against you. I ain't disrespect you. I ain't call you out your name. And you sitting there disrespecting me and you're mad because I said you should get some garlic because you sound like you're sick. I'm trying to help you get better and shit. I'm trying to give you some advice that's gonna help you. And this her second time going at me and shit because she got mad at me because I said that I don't protect women that ain't under my cover. And she called herself trying to go off on me. And I told her, I was like, I watch men die trying to protect women that don't belong to them. And a woman end up stabbing a nigga in the back. My cousin had a girl. He's a Marine. My cousin had a girl. The nigga was abusing her. And the nigga went over there to fight the nigga. And she stabbed my motherfucking cousin in the back. And I watched the motherfucking shit happen. Like, I'm not about to protect no woman that ain't mine. And she got mad at me for that shit. And I told her, like, I watch people die from that shit. So I'm not jumping out the window to protect no woman. She like, it's niggas like you. It's the reason why women is disrespected and this and that. I was like, look, Arabia, I'm not going to protect no woman that ain't mine. So if you mad at that shit, I'm sorry. But, Yeah, well, you know what? I didn't know that, Letitia. I was just trying to help, you know what I'm saying? Like my normal self. Like, yo, maybe you might need, if you sick, I didn't say she was sick. I said if you sick, you might need to try some garlic. And yo, she can have look, I unsubscribe. I ain't following her and she ain't gotta worry about me speaking to her no more. She can have that shit. Like I'm not about to be kissing no ass and being nice to people who disrespectful on purpose and I didn't disrespect them. She can have that shit. Fuck what she talking about. Talk that shit over there by yourself and you can have the people that fuck with you, they fuck with you. If not, oh well. Like I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect from nobody like that. And like I said, I'm gonna be chill. I don't have no disrespect for that woman. Like it's not no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to allow you to talk to me like that. And I'm not going to allow, fuck what you talking, lady, and if she want to be upset about that shit, I mean, she's going to be fighting by herself because I don't fight women, I don't fight women. So, and I just wanted to address that too because I was thinking about it. And I was like, damn, like, all I did was say you might need some garlic and shit. And she like, you're trying to listen to how I talk and all. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Like, yo, like, lady, it just sounds like you're sick. I'm trying to help you feel better. You be on the bus in the morning and shit and cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you out catching the bus. It be raining sometime, and then you say you stay in a certain place, and it might be raining in the morning. And it might be super cold and shit. So you might be sick a little bit. So I was just trying to give her an old native remedy and shit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of garlic and some water. You crush the garlic up. You crush the garlic all the way up into like mince. You mince the garlic. You put it in some water. And, you just put a little piece of the clove, the clove garlic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a piece of the clove. You tear the bitch off. You mince that one little piece and put it in some water and you're drinking it to help your immune system. The cold, you'll be healed in about 2 or 3 days. You ain't even got to, it'll get the shit out your system. And that's all I tried to do. You know, yeah, I was asking for it. Well, I got it, but at the end of the day, shit, she lost a subscriber, and then she lost somebody that's gonna really be trying to help her ass. So shit, she could have it. Have at it. You know, like it ain't no disrespect, and you ain't gotta worry about me speaking to you. Do your thing. Shit. Yeah, no, hey Lester, it's all good, bro. No, but I must know one thing I'm gonna say is I'm not gonna back down from where I stand. Like this, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I respect her, but I'm not just going to, you know. Yeah, well, hey, I'm gonna speak on it. Well, she gonna be talking bad and disrespecting me and all that shit. She's gonna be doing that shit by herself, and I'm not gonna be engaging in that because I'm saying what I gotta say right now. Because as I always say, whatever is negative, you address it and then you let it go. You know, and I'm addressing it and I'm gonna let it go. And if she keep going, then that's gonna be on her. Like I don't have no issues. I said, let me see. I really hope she don't hear this part of your life. Hey yo, I'm gonna tell you something, Lester. Like I didn't it's been a long. Oh, I got garlic on me. Yeah. Oh, hey, I keep garlic in my house. That shit build up your immune system. I need that shit. I keep it. It's always garlic always in my house. You know what I'm saying? It wore. I got garlic. I got onions. You know what I'm saying? I got the red and yellow peppers. I gotta get some green ones. But you know what I'm saying? I keep all of that stuff in my house. Them halfway fruit veggies. You know, I keep that in my house. Yeah. I got the cross around. You know, I just ain't got no Bible laying around. But you know, I got some. I don't know if they consider it holy water, but I got some water that I purify. So if that's considered holy water, I got some holy water in the house. Some UV rays. Oh yeah, I got the sun, the sunshine, and all that shit. You know, yeah, and like I said, if you know, say pick out a spot, Martha Anthony graveyard. Oh, hey, it ain't gonna kill me. Shit, hey, I'm gonna go about my day and I'm gonna smile. Shit. I'm gonna keep going about my business, and the one thing I'm gonna tell y'all about me is that when it's somebody that got an issue with me and I don't give a fuck about them, about what the fuck they talking about or what the fuck they got going on, I just ignore their ass. So they gonna keep talking and talk about nothing. They gonna be talking about they gonna be talking and fighting with nobody because I'm not gonna address that shit because I'm gonna act like that shit don't exist. Like shit, I'm not about to be fighting with these motherfuckers on YouTube. Like I fight in real life. Like these motherfuckers around me right now, these motherfuckers don't fuck with me cause they know what the fuck it is. So I ain't about to be engaging in no shit like that. Like she could have that shit, you know. Be disrespectful, call me weird, call me all the shit you want to. You know, do you do, lady? But you're gonna be doing it by yourself because I'm not engaging or entertaining you because I'm older. Yeah, I'm old. You know what I'm saying? I carry on my tradition. Oh yeah, but my phone died and it's late and I still ain't been driving. I got my solar charge. I'm gonna charge my phone up and shit while I'm driving. But you know, I appreciate y'all for coming for listening to me and chopping it up with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my initial thing was I appreciate, respect, honor, and love everybody who has something to do with helping me evolve to a better person than I was, you know, a while ago. You know, I respect y'all, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So all the brothers and sisters out there, respect, love, peace, happiness, positivity. You know what I'm saying? You got something positive going on in your life, focus on that. Something negative, address it one time and then move on to something positive. But focus on the good things in life because tomorrow ain't promised and life is too short to be focused on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all. Respect, peace, happiness, and y'all have a great night. Peace.